In this video we are going to talk about how is Justin doing after he told he has Ramsay Hunt syndrome. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Pop singer Justin Bieber made the announcement that he will be taking a break from performing and canceling upcoming concerts because he is suffering from Ramsay Hunt syndrome, a rare viral condition that has caused paralysis in his face. Bieber has been diagnosed with the condition. Through an Instagram video that was published on June 10th, Bieber informed his audience about his condition. Obviously, as you can probably see from my face, I have this syndrome called Ramsay Hunt syndrome, and it is from this virus that attacks the nerve in my ear, my facial nerves, and has caused my face to have paralysis, the celebrity explained. Obviously, as you can probably see from my face, I have this syndrome called Ramsay Hunt syndrome, and it is from this virus that attacks my facial nerves. As seen in the video, Bieber's ailment has left him unable to grin or blink on the side of his face that is afflicted, and he was the one who exhibited this. The varicella-zoster virus, VZV, infection, which is the same virus that causes chickenpox in children and shingles in adults, can later develop into a condition known as Ramsay Hunt syndrome. This syndrome is a late complication of the VZV infection. Everyone who has ever had chickenpox is at risk of developing Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Older folks, specifically those older than 60 years of age, are more likely to be affected by this condition than younger adults. In children, Ramsay Hunt syndrome is quite uncommon. The Ramsay Hunt syndrome is not an infectious disease. Reactivation of the varicella-zoster virus, on the other hand, can induce chickenpox in persons who have never had chickenpox or been vaccinated against it. People who have issues with their immune systems are more likely to suffer significant consequences from the virus. After having been exposed to the virus in the past, we believe that it enters a latent state. Then, in certain cases, for reasons that are not well understood, it will reawaken, and it will impair the nerves that control facial expression and hearing. According to Dr. Byrne, it can also affect the skin that is located around the ear. According to the National Library of Medicine, the illness can manifest itself in persons of any age, but it is significantly more prevalent in those over the age of 60. NIH, stress, chemotherapy, immunocompromised states, infections, and malnutrition are all factors that can increase the likelihood of developing Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Herpes zoster is another condition that can be exacerbated by these factors. According to the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York City, the Ramsay Hunt syndrome can be caused when the virus becomes reactivated and infects a nerve in the head close to the inner ear. This results in irritation and swelling of the nerve, which can lead to Ramsay Hunt syndrome. In addition to the facial paralysis that Bieber mentioned, other symptoms can include acute pain in the ear, a painful rash on the eardrum, ear canal, earlobe, tongue, and roof of the mouth on the side of the face that is afflicted by the condition. People who have Ramsay Hunt syndrome are at an increased risk of experiencing hearing loss, tinnitus, and vertigo. According to Byrne, the therapeutic options for Ramsay Hunt syndrome include acute management as well as chronic management. He states that in the short term, they utilize steroid medicine as well as antiviral medication. According to Mount Sinai, medicines may also be provided if the pain continues after they have been tried. Because the affected eye might get dry from a lack of blinking, a specialized eye lubricant and artificial tears can be used to treat the condition. If treatment is started no more than 3 days after the onset of symptoms, the patient's likelihood of making a full recovery is increased. The majority of people see improvement in their condition within a few weeks, provided that the nerve was not severely damaged. On the other hand, if the nerve is compromised to a significant degree, a full recovery might not be possible. Alterations in facial look, loss of vision, ongoing pain, and alterations in facial movement owing to nerve injury are all possible complications of this disease. Many patients ultimately do not experience any sequela, long-term effects. On the other hand, in contrast to people who have Bell's palsy, those who have Ramsay Hunt are more prone to have a facial impairment that is long-lasting, according to Byrne. Facial retraining, chemical denervation, which involves the use of Botox to block signals in order to avoid inappropriate facial muscle activation, and sometimes surgical procedures are used to treat patients who are diagnosed with this condition, according to him. Bieber has cancelled his next shows and has asked his fans for understanding as he takes some time off to rest and relax. For those who are frustrated by my cancellations of the next shows, I'm just physically obviously not capable of doing them, Bieber said. For those who are frustrated by my cancellations of the next shows, I apologize. According to Billboard, the initial date for Justin Bieber's Justice World Tour was summer 2020, however, the date was pushed back to 2021, and then it was pushed back again to 2022 because of the pandemic. This year, earlier performances in Las Vegas had to be postponed because the singer had a positive test for the drug COVID-19. The artist offered an explanation for his choice in the video. As you can see, this is a fairly serious situation. I really hope this isn't the case, but it seems quite evident that my body is trying to get me to slow down, and I hope that you guys will understand that I will be taking advantage of this time to simply rest and relax and come back to 100% so that I can do the thing that I was born to do. In the meantime, though, this is not the case. I have to get some rest now in order to restore the appearance of my face to how it should be. At the end of the message, Bieber expressed confidence over his recovery and mentioned that he is performing facial exercises in order to return his face to its normal appearance. Massage and other forms of physical therapy may be used as part of the treatment plan to help prevent the facial paralysis from having any long-term repercussions. According to the National Library of Medicine, NLM, a blood test for the varicella-zoster virus can assist medical professionals in determining whether or not a patient has Ramsay Hunt syndrome. Steroids and antiviral medicines used orally are the most common treatment options for this illness. In the event that a person suffering from Ramsay Hunt syndrome experiences dizziness, their healthcare provider may advise them to take certain medications designed to treat dizziness specifically. In addition, painkillers may be required in order to effectively manage the condition. Due to the fact that people who have Ramsay Hunt may not be able to completely close the eye on the affected side of their face, it may be necessary to wear an eye patch in order to safeguard one's vision while the symptoms persist. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.